So, what I'm doing today, I'm just working on some drums. Uh, Band called Audic Empire out of Texas, who you guys should check out. They just put out a new song yesterday, actually. So long. Been working with those guys since December on their new record, and we're slowly rolling out tracks every month. And what's up, Ryan? I know you're a drummer. Pay attention. So basically, what I have here is, hey, what's up, honey? How's it going? All right, sorry. My daughter says she's bored. So, basically, what I'm working on is, we recorded drums at their studio, and it was like a home recording style, and so after I left the place, I came home, started editing, and sometimes in the moment I try to be, as a producer, I got to make decisions, creative decisions, and I kind of was wishing that we used a different snare on the recording, because I love the sound of like the piccolo. It's a very high tuned snare. It sounds rad, but I think they do a lot of like rock stuff too, and it's just wasn't fat enough, wasn't beefy enough for me. So I was looking for something that had more of like some beef and some snap to it. So now it's and then other things too, like it wasn't the greatest situation. They're getting their home studio together, which is great. But I just want to make sure that when these songs come out, that the tracks sound as professional as possible. So what's great about using something like Superior Drummer for music production is that you can take any sort of home recording and you can make it sound pro. There's a learning curve. You got to know what you're doing, obviously. And trust me, like this week, I was struggling with Superior Drummer on the tracker for a little bit. I couldn't figure out like why the tempos were messed up and things. But this tracker truly is superior and awesome. Let's get out of here. I don't want to see all that. It's just like, I don't know, incredible what you can do with it. So I'm doing this right now, so I figured why not just go live and kind of show the process. Nice. What's up, Jay? Oh yeah, the Newfound Glory records, all that pop punk stuff, man. The very well produced. So this is pretty much how they do that. So basically, here are what I usually take are kick, snare, top, and then in this case we had two toms, tom 1 and 2, rack and floor, and basically I'll let you hear what the kit sounds like alone. Let's see here. Let me make sure my groups are right. We're just going to be listening to the drums today. I'm not going to give away the track or anything. All right, so we're soloing out the drums. And here's what we got. Oops. So not bad. I mean, they sound great, By themselves, they sound awesome. But once I start bringing in all the other elements, like the rock guitars and the bass, the snare drum really starts to like lose its snap, and it kind of gets drowned out. And I already heard an edit there that I need to fix. But no, the snare drum does sound rad. But just with this style of music, if it was like all reggae, I might stick with this, but the stuff gets heavy at times. So, all right. So these are my tom hits here. And what it was doing was this. Let's see. All right, here's my 3 rack tom hits, my floor tom hit. All right. Okay, so like when I pull the mix back, you'll hear the real kit. I pull this back as well. Whoops. All right, cool. Yeah, so sorry about that, guys. That was lame. Okay, so you can see the hits here. I actually had to add this hit in. So if I take this away, hit T-trigger. So this wasn't triggered. So it was making 2 hits and then the floor. So right. So now I'm gonna add that back in. So undo. Okay, cool. Added that back in. But yeah, you just hit this here, and then you can start adding your triggers around if you feel like that's what's missing. But in this case, so I'll get rid of this. All right, go back here. God damn, I just had that whole explanation and you guys couldn't even see it. My bad. All right, so let's go to the snare here. So like I was saying before, this may be a ghost hit, but I think it's going to be this rack tom hit that's bleeding into the snare mic. So we're not going to want that. But if it's a ghost hit, you're going to want to keep it because the drummer put it there on purpose, and it keeps for the groove of the song. So let's take a listen to that. I think it's. So far, so good. I can see my hits are coming in perfect. So, okay, this hit was a little inconsistent. See how it's a lot smaller? The velocity, it needs to come up. So you can see it grow right here. Now it's going to sound more even. This was a hit here. There it is. Well, here's the actual. You'll hear the sample I'm using. Now we're good. Okay, so that's definitely a tom hit, and then if I pull the mix back, you'll hear it. Come on, man. All right. Oh, no, it is a snare hit. Okay. Yep, it's a quick snare hit before it goes to the tom. That's why you always want to check. Yep. All right, cool. So that's actually good. So it's rad how Superior Drummer picked that up. You know, as small as the velocity is, it picked it up. And let's take a listen to what it sounds like with the sample. Yeah, and I could probably bring this up a little bit, the velocity. Cool. And now, if I bring in my toms, my kick and my toms as well. Boom. Right? That sounds awesome. Okay, so I'm just going to start from the top and just make sure. This is what I've been doing with every song, just making sure that everything's correct. And I'm going to take these and bring the mix back a little bit. You got to listen through all the way to the end just to be sure. So this one, I'm going to raise this up. See if this is a ghost hit or not. Yep, no ghost hit. Comes another one. Yep. Probably gonna, he's kind of rocking out there. I might turn this up a little bit. Back here. All right, so he's rocking out. These need to come up a little bit. There we go. So yeah, we've got a pretty consistent performance now. And I'm not going to obviously take the velocities up all the way or make them even. Like, I like how they're different sizes here because you want to retain that human feel. And that's it. That's the track right there. So I've gone through the whole thing, and now we have our full-on performance. So now what we do is, now that I know it's good to go and all the hits are correct, I'm going to go to export, drop it down here. I'm not going to include the tempo. And I'm going to set my loop area. And now I'm going to export the song as audio files, enable the bounce loop area, 24-bit, bounce the microphone channels, force enable all bleed. I like having the bleed in the mics as if it's a real kit, because I can treat it the same when I actually go to mix it. So I leave that checked. And then so I'm going to go ahead and bounce and set it to my SD3 folder. And now it's exporting those tracks that we just created. And then I'll drop them into the session, and then we'll be able to blend in these samples with the rest of the drum kit and just massage it. And then you're going to have a kit that sounds way more pro. I'm gonna have to go back to the when this is over and go to the live on my YouTube channel and then like trim out that whole first part. So lame. Yep. So now we're just waiting. It's got all these mics that it's bouncing. It's like they have, for this one kit, they have multiple like room mics and all kinds of things. Okay, here we go. So that's good. So I'm gonna cancel out. And now hopefully everything bounces correctly. And I've got, this is, yeah, cool. All right, so now I'm going to bring in my kick. All right, my kick in, drop it here. Kick out, drop it here. I'll get these lined up in a second. It looks like everything's fine. Let me, I do check this time to time. Yep, everything's perfect. Okay, cool. Everything's lined up. So bring in my snare top, my snare bottom. You can just pick either one. They're stereo, but it's just two monos. Let's see. Okay, and then I've got my ambient near stereo mics, my ambient ribbon stereo mics, and then my condensers, my overhead condensers, left and right. All right. Now I got a full kit. Just gonna line these up. You just hit Y to make that happen. There we go. All right, now we're gonna take a listen. Nice. Oh wait, not this. Mute this out. Nice. Let's go back to my drums here. Not trying to give away the song, just want to hear the drums. Boom. Boom. Now that sounds like a professionally recorded kit. I gotta fix that edit. Sounds awesome. All right. And that's it. That's how you get a professionally sounding kit with Superior Drummer by TuneTrack. I love this program. Like I said, there's definitely a learning curve, but it is an awesome program, man. It's worth every penny. Let me see if I can get. Oh, I gotta solo it. You can see it in action here. That's what's happening there. That's the MIDI triggering the hits. That's all I needed. You can also trigger the these if you want. But in this case, I only needed the kick, snare, and rack 2 and floor 1 for this. And that's what I've been doing for these projects. Each track. Super easy. Awesome. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. So sorry about the silliness there. I'll trim this out after it goes live, or once the video gets uploaded, and get rid of all that bullshit at the beginning. But yeah, appreciate you guys tuning in and everything. Lots of fun, huh? Addictive Trigger. I haven't used Addictive Trigger. I use Trigger by Slate, but yeah, Addictive puts out some cool stuff. Or was it XLN? Yeah, this is insane, honestly. Like I said, it does everything. It's got grooves in here. If you're building a song, like as a songwriter, you got your mixer for every mic that's on this particular kit.
and then the tracker itself is badass. And then like once you actually get like once you actually get the, let me see, pretty nuts. You can actually go to the grid editor and then fix all your hits if you want. It's wild. And then like you can change your play style, like what, you know, if you want to change it to side stick or rim shot only or whatever, like it's pretty incredible what you can get done with it. Yeah. But anyway, and once again, you guys couldn't see any of that. What I was just showing you. I gotta work on this scene shit. All right. Thank you guys so much. Have a great day. If you enjoy this video, and I know it's kind of lame because you couldn't see what I was doing at first, hit the subscribe button and smash the like button. And I'll try to do more videos like this and actually pay attention next time to what the hell's going on with the OBS angle switching. You guys take it easy.